What's up, One on Hip Hop? Me, Jamel Lamar, and as I told y'all a few weeks ago, I'm special. When I mean I'm special, I'm special. I'm so special that not only did I get her on the IG, not only did I get a little cameo in the video she did with Dallas, shout out to Dallas, I got her in for an interview. I'm talking about Brooklyn. Brooklyn, and I'm going to say it 3 times because I just love my hood. Brooklyn's very own female MC. And I didn't want to say female MC, but I just wanted to, you know, I gotta give it where it's due. We talk about Lia Givenchy. What's up, baby?
What's up, baby? What's good? What an intro. Shit. I love all of it.
I'm smiling, girl. Look at you good in here, girl. How you doing?
I'm trying to be fly like you. I'm
Man,
good.
you got me sounding like Wendy right now. How you doing?
I'm good, sweetie. I'm good.
Now, but how's everything going?
Oh, can't complain. A lot of work, a lot of grinding.
That's always good.
Yep.
That's
BC's always good.
Always good.
Yep.
That's always good.
Yep.
Let's first thank you for coming to talk with us in the One on Hip Hop audience.
Thank y'all for having
We
me.
appreciate you. Now, for all who are watching this interview and don't know who Lia is, what was your introduction to hip hop, to the whole hip hop culture?
Oh man. First of all, I'm not born in the States. I'm born in Guyana. I grew up in Brazil, and I came to the States. But back home, it used to be a lot of reggae and samba and stuff like that. But then my uncle was a DJ. He had in Brooklyn. He had a sound called Silver Track back in the day. So every time he came home, he would bring back, you know, the American Yankee sounding type of music, you know. And I just fell in love with it. I remember watching Missy Elliott, I Can't Stand the Rain, and Bill Kim and all that stuff back then. I'd be like, I want to do that. And from then I just started, you know, writing rhymes, as they used to call it back in the day.
Now,
you know.
what story or stories Lia has to tell?
It's so much. There's so much. I love hip hop, and I like telling my life story through music. So, you know, I feel like I'm that girl in the middle when it comes to music and what I deliver. And I do music usually through a mirror or a window.
Okay.
Either looking at my homegirls, what they going through, or my own life, what I'm going through. And, you know, that's what I put in my music. So that's why my music is always so rich. People take to it. It's always in depth. Because it's real shit.
No, I mean, I can dig it. I can dig it.
Yep.
Now, right now, or rather, you know what? Here's another question. I'll let go with something else. But who would you say were, and I think you probably answered this already, but just to make sure, who would you say were your musical influences?
My biggest influence, of course, was Missy, was the Foxy, was Kim. I loved Eve. I thought for a moment I was Aaliyah. Like, I just loved those girls back then.
I mean, you just told your whole age right there. So
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna ask you how old you is. But
The funny thing is, growing up, I think since I was like 3-4 years old,
Yeah.
music was always something I loved. And I remember not old enough to sing the songs that I loved, but I used to sneak around and listen to my Walkman with my little CDs, or my mother is not around. So, you know, get it how I get it.
And you notice she said Walkman. See, y'all ain't up on that.
They ain't up on the Walkman,
So
right?
y'all up on your streams. Imagine walking around with this big thing like a phone and having to put something in it and then have to rewind and fast forward.
Your
Y'all ain't up on
backpack
that.
with like 5 or 6 albums in that bitch.
Exactly. Or had a CD man when you gotta have like the whole extra book bag full of CDs.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes.
Y'all missed out on a lot.
Yep. I had an artist try to give me his CD the other day. I swear to God. And I'm like, son, I don't even know what can I do with this. He was like, I'm like, I have nothing that could play this.
Wait, hold on. You big. Somebody gave you the CD.
He gave me.
They like, Lia gonna get me on. That's already a
That was
future
so funny.
label owner. That's already a future label owner. She like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let the streets hear this.
You know what I did? I was like, honestly, I can't listen to it. I have no way of listening to this. But I'll take your Instagram and I'll take your SoundCloud, or if you're on iTunes or anything, I'm on Spotify. Give me your Spotify. I'll listen to your stuff.
How often do you get that where you have other MCs or aspiring artists? They come up to you and they ask for your opinion, or they ask for your help or your guidance.
Every day, whether it's in a question in my DMs, or if I'm at an event, somebody might walk up on me trying to get some information. Every day, all day.
Man,
Yeah.
see, I just want to be in the video. Well, actually, you know what? She offered ad-lib spot today, so you know, be aware for that. I'm about to be I'm about to diddy this motherfucker out. Like, yeah, LG, LG in the building. But when it comes to right now, there is a big movement, like when it comes to women in this industry, and as everybody knows, it's male dominated.
Yeah.
But right now, I mean, women seems to be now taking over.
Yeah, they are.
What would you, as a female artist, what do you think is the misinterpretation of sexually expressive women in music? Because you know, a lot of your influences, Foxy, Kim, Eve, they were all very, you know, sexually, and I thank them for that. But they were all sexually explicit, or sexually expressive, rather.
Right.
You following their reigns, what would you say is a misinterpretation that people give those type of artists?
I think what it is the double standard from the door. People don't know how to separate entertainment from real life. So we might be thinking about, you know, sexually explicit stuff doesn't mean that we fucking 10 niggas in a week. You know what I mean? Every nigga that rap is a trapper? Does every nigga that rap be banging? Does every nigga got a rap sheet as long as it's tall as this building? No. But people tend to like to, you know, to censor us as females. And to do that and to control us and control our narrative, they want to say what we can rap about, what we can express. And I'm like, fuck it. Right now we're in a climate where we can say what the hell we want.
Exactly.
Case in point, look at the Cardi B record, the City Girls and Cardi B record, the twerk record. Everybody's up and on how, you know, vulgar it is, this, that, and that. I'm like, excuse me, Tip Drill was out how many years ago? And in every rap video right now, they're talking about sex, drugs, guns, and they're gonna always have ass if they want that video to go someplace. I don't see nobody in upper row when the men do it, but as soon as the females do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, we like entertainment too. Yeah. We're fun. We like having, you know, aha moments or shocking moments. We like to have those stuff. Doesn't mean that we're hoes. Doesn't mean, just like how the rappers are not gangbangers, doesn't mean that we're hoes. So it's a misconception to believe that every female that sing about dick have 10 waiting at the door. Stop it.
I gotta get that question now, because, you know, hey man, listen, you know, they want to know, but I understand everything you just said, but when you come to, I guess, maybe some of the people of the older generation, and I had to say older because it's not, you know,
right.
You know. But you know, they look at what the younger generation, that when they're aspiring to be like you guys, and say, well, you know, you're showing them how to be fast, or you're showing them when not. Maybe in the 60s,
right,
it was similar. You had people like Janis Joplin, and
right,
you know, I mean, hip hop wasn't really there yet to have that kind of influence, but still, just to give a name of an artist.
My thing is, I was able, very, very young, to distinguish what was entertainment and what was just who these artists were.
Yeah.
When I look at Eve, what I got from Eve is she was a strong woman amongst a bunch of pit bulls, and she stood out by herself. You know what I mean? Yeah. I took that from her.
Okay.
When I look at Kim, she was unapologetically sexy and enjoyed being sexy. Let's be real. How many niggas you really ever heard her sleeping with? As raunchy as she's saying.
And that's, you know that's an all the way fact.
How many niggas could you really say, oh, she...
That's an all the way fact.
I take that from her. Even with Nicki. She gets she gets all the crazy stuff how many people can you really say these women people was able to even get close to them? You know what I mean? How many? Not that much. They got females out here that's not singing and rapping about that, but got bodies for every day of the year. Like fucking talking about.
I mean, so, I dig it.
I'm able to look at them and just be like, okay, this is art. This is creativeness. This is just expression, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And if you don't like it, don't listen.
I can dig it all the way. Now, you've been in music for how long?
5 years now.
5 years. So, along your journey, what do you say when it comes to the music business in general? Are pros, that has been the pros and the cons for you?
The pros is definitely the relationships that I've been able to generate and nurture. Traveling, being able to, because like I said, I'm not from the States, so when I came here, I landed in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But through the music, of course, I was able to travel to places like Dallas, Fort Worth, Louisiana, Lake Charles, Arkansas, like all over the place. So it's like the music takes you everywhere. I'm able to touch people through my music, and it's fun. And some of the cons is exactly what we just talked about. People look at you a certain way.
Yeah.
And okay, you might be sexy in a video, and people look at you like, okay, that's all she's selling. All she's, you know what I mean? Like talking about sucking dick, showing ass, this, that, and third. And I'm like, okay, let's have an intellectual conversation. And I bet you I would argue you into the ground about any topic.
See, now you may not know it, but you just won me a bet between me and my editor. Because we kept going back and forth with what kind of men you like outside. Bro, I'm telling you, she like a motherfucker that can talk the street shit as well as talk the educational shit. See how I switch it up? I can be hood like a motherfucker, but I can then change real simple.
We can have a conversation about anything.
And then you like to laugh, man. I know that already, man.
Of course.
I your stomach bubbling. See, that's how you shoot your shot, bro. But what would you say? For all the success that you've had, what would you say was like the most what was the biggest part of yourself? Like what got you? What was the thing you say at the top of the list? What got you to where you are right now?
I think. You mean as far as the traveling and stuff like that?
Well,
or just
I mean, as far as through your journey. What was that one thing that you felt like that got you from I want to do it to people asking you like to give the criticism to their records, you having a couple of 100,000 streams on Spotify, you being sexy of the week, you acting, you being a model, you doing like what?
You know what it is? I think. First of all, as an artist, when you come in, or any business, anything you start and you venture in, you got to understand your why.
Yeah.
My why is how I was raised and where I was born. Mm-hmm. I was born in poverty. I was born in a third world country. Mm-hmm. Coming to America was like, first of all, it took us like 12 years to get here after applying for the visa. So Trump, it ain't that easy. Stop it. And then coming here and understanding where I came from, how I was raised. The hardship that my family had to endure, I had to understand that I was given an opportunity to come here, and I had to do something great with that opportunity. I couldn't fumble that ball at all. Yeah. So, get in here and start doing music and stuff, and really getting validated by like my peers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That kind of like propelled me to keep going. And then 2017, two promoters hit me up from Houston, and of course the Super Bowl was in Houston around the same time, and I got booked for 5 shows out there. Wow. And each one was sold out. Shout out to Carol's, Lorax. Hey. I was able to perform with like Paul Wall, Kiki, all that, like just even gracing the freaking stage with people like that was bananas. And from then, I guess, I think I garnered the respect of most of my peers in the industry even more, to be able to do something like that, not only in New York, but outside of New York and hold it down. So that was like one of the pivotal moments in my career where I was like, you know what, I'm actually doing the right thing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I'll say this. The first time I heard you, I was like, I like Shorty. She gritty. Like she gritty. But then the 360 happened is when I seen an actual photo of you. I was like, I'll be honest, cause you hear all that grittiness. You like, yeah, Shorty gritty. She may not be, right. But then when I seen the picture, I was like, damn. I was like, whoa. It's like, I was sitting there like, damn.
Don't worry about it. It's all things. No.
Shit, you should tell them that, man. Listen here. But where do you see your career? Let's give it a nice number. 5 years from now.
5 years from now, I'll be top 5. 5 years from now, you want to be able to talk about female rappers and not mention Lia Givenchy. No matter what country you're in, no matter what state, what city, I'll be right there. Asterisk, right there.
I hope I'm somewhere and only hanging around. You know what I mean? Somewhere chilling.
You might have the next TMZ situation. I don't know.
Don't tell nobody yet. You know, you got them haters out there, and then you got them family members who just want to attach on. Like, well, listen, we know you can make it.
Mm-hmm.
Where was you at?
Side eye.
Where was you at when I need some behind the scenes?
Right? Side eye. Like, no, sir.
So, currently, right now, what are you working on?
Right now, the sound that y'all love, I'm taking that to a whole nother level, to be honest. I just finished a project called Burn Diary.
Okay.
And it's basically a project about not only my life, but friends of mine. It's a love story from the beginning, from the time that she meets the guy, all the way to when everything was done.
Okay.
So it's a project, a full project done. We have a few singles that we was able to take out from it, and we shooting videos, we putting together press runs, and a whole bunch of stuff to kind of like kick off 2019. So
that sounds dope.
There's a lot of stuff happening within the next month. I'm going to be shooting about 3 videos.
Okay.
So trying to make sure everything is in place, so when we drop one, we have that follow up, and we have a whole bunch of stuff. We got some reality shows that we're talking about that we got NDAs for. I can't disclose yet. But yeah. But there's a lot of stuff happening.
Listen, I'll be the dude to smack somebody. If somebody wants to come out wicked, I'll be that. Because the short dudes is one that
always feisty. Yes.
What you say? What you say?
Yeah, so we got that going on. And I have a bunch of features that I'm trying to get out there. Widen my fan base and stuff. So there's a lot happening behind the scenes.
Among all a lot of your peers and as far as artists and producers, who would you love the opportunity to work with?
Chris Brown.
Really?
Yes. I just think that man is a genius. I haven't heard one Chris Brown verse, chorus, nothing that I didn't like.
Well, would you want to work with him as far as singing or rapping? Or
either one.
Either one?
Either one. Like, he is just a musical genius to me. Like,
what about for producing him?
Production, I would say Drummer Boy.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Drummer Boy or Drummer Boy or Mustard. I like Mustard.
Mustard. He be putting some sounds together. I be sitting there like,
when you hear Ross's music, how it sounds crazy. Drummer Boy be doing that. It's like, come on, man.
He give a nice soulful, but just really and it makes sense. Like you have that aggression with your tone, so it just it's like okay. So towards the end of every One on Hip Hop interview, I ask several questions.
Okay.
So these questions, you may be able to answer. I hope you are.
Okay.
So now, and I know what's coming, folks. So we about to find out. I should have did
my homework. I don't know what's coming.
So when it comes to hip hop, who would you say is your favorite male MC of all time?
Jay-Z.
She kept it Brooklyn.
Oh my God! What else? Who's better than that?
I mean, you could have said it.
Really?
You could have said that. But especially being he from the Caribbean, you could have said that.
My bad.
I would have been mad at you if you did. But but nah. I can definitely understand Jay. Question number 2 is who would you say is your favorite female MC of all time?
Nicki.
Really?
Yeah.
I was expecting to hear Missy one more time.
You know what? I love them for different things. What I admire about Nicki is that she did it solo. Like she, when I say solo, of course she had Wayne and all the other guys, but she held down the female industry for 10 years.
Yeah.
By herself. You had some girls come and go like Summers, but she was consistent. Right there. You couldn't say female hip hop for the past 10 years and she's not right there.
Yeah.
You know what it takes to do that? So yeah,
trust me.
Yeah,
I love it. I got a big idea.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right, so we're gonna hit you with another one. Who would you say, or who is rather, your favorite hip hop group of all time?
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang,
what? Come on, man.
See, I'm gonna throw you a sideboard though. I don't never ask this question, but who is your favorite Wu-Tang member?
RZA. Yeah, I do.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
For me, it's always been Meth. Shout to Meth. Shout to Meth. It's always been Meth. I mean, I like RZA, but I don't know. Is this something about Meth? Like, I feel like I can hang out with Meth any day of the week.
Yeah.
I'll be high as a kite, but hey.
RZA reminds me of like Andre 3000
Okay.
kind of. You know what I mean? Like his vibe is just. I just love it.
It's futuristic. It's like it's well beyond its time.
Yes.
And I can dig that.
Yes.
I can dig it.
Yes.
Okay. So now we're gonna get to the hard question.
Oh Lord.
We're gonna get to the hard question. This is the one question everybody have a problem with. Outside of yourself, what's your favorite freestyle, or what you think is the best freestyle you've ever heard of all time? That means you heard that and you was just like, oh, he or she just dropped the nuclear explosion on this
Freestyle.
Come on. I know it's a million of them, but you got one you can't stop repeating like it's a song.
Favorite freestyle. Oh my god. You see the thing is with freestyle. Oh my god. Okay. It might be. You might not even know who I'm talking about, but there's this girl named 3D Nati.
I know her.
She's from New Orleans.
Uh-huh.
Her BET cipher, her freestyle that she did on that shit.
Yeah. That was the best you ever heard.
Nobody could come after that. Like it was one of those things that you sat there and you like, really, really, like your brain really thinks like
and
that.
And that was a type like the shit she spit.
Oh my god! I saw her and Kendrick was going back and forth on Sway one time. Kendrick couldn't even keep up, and I'm like, yo, I love this girl, boy. Her BET cipher, oh man, her BET, because it's like, it's number one, I'm biased because it's coming from a female, but I think like she's one of the most dopest and one of the most underrated females out here.
I can dig it.
You know, so I looked at her, I'm like, yo, she just tear up everybody.
All right, and now we about to get to what I love to see you do.
Oh,
that high 16. Stay tuned.
Cause I got asked to figure, I can't figure shit. I'm moving bricks out the whip, yeah, my figure's lit. I'm pushing keys like Alicia, making them trips. Man, I keep the block rocking, keep the streets lit. Start flipping money, now some of my friends acting funny. But I ain't worried, I got bodies like I'm Ted Bundy or Zodiac. Vinci always keep a loaded Mac. Wrong move, feel my heat pressed against your snapback. Violating bitches wanna pass, raise a white flag. I let it go like Elsa with the steel, yeah, I'm about that. Got you grabbing the nigga you with like you playing tag. You hit the ground, prayers up, shit and coming down.
I told you. I told you.
That's how we do. Never not working. You already know.
All right.